Hello, gorgeous. You're keeping Nana and Pop Lippenmeyer company this afternoon, aren't you, darling? And we're very honoured. We're very privileged to have your company. Nana's just doing the budgeting over there in her chair. Are you there, Nana?
Yes, Nana's here.
Nana's there. And
Hello, Cadbury.
hello, Cadbury from Nana. Hello, Nana from Cadbury. Oh no, rather. Meow.
Hello,
Meow.
darling.
Meow. So, it is a pleasure, darling, to have you. The pitter-patter of little feet will probably storm troop home shortly, and all hell will break loose, and you'll lose your peace and quiet, your solitude, your serenity. But they're not here yet. So, what a delight, darling. Nana and I are doing that boring old budgeting of all the money we've got to work out with each other, who owes what over the last couple of weeks. Yeah. Well, look at that little face, Jay. Look at that little face and the little nictitating membranes covering her eye. Do you remember the rabbits had the nictitating membrane? She's got her own little nictitating membrane. I think I'm no feline anatomist, but while I might know my way around a pussy, stop, Jane. If only the Nana Lippenmeyer. If only the billions of viewers could see the faces you were pulling before I said that, because you thought it too.
If only the people could see the cheeky look on your face, because you're deliberately being rude, and Pop is not allowed to put that particular online because he's being rude.
I am not. I know my way around cats.
Yes.
I do. Don't I, darling?
Cadbury, I should get a rolling pin and beat Pop Lippenmeyer till he's black
Nana
and blue.
Lippenmeyer does that every day. I stand on the chair, get the rolling pin down, or she's got a variety, hand it to her, she hits me on the head with it, and I sometimes wipe the blood and hair off the end of it, then I get on the chair, place it back in its place on top of the pantry cupboard. Don't I, darling? Yes. So we've been doing that for years. Yes. Oh, what a picture of delight you are, my little sweet. What a little blissed out face. Yes, so we've been doing our budgeting. Sometimes it gets up to 2 weeks and we've got to remember what we did and who owes what, and it's always good when we get it sorted out. We can throw most of the receipts away and all of that and start afresh. It's a nice feeling. Oh, you are the most Moorish little fur-covered bundle of joy that ever existed, Cadbury. Yes. You'll never supplant Almond Blossom in my life, but you're different. Yes, you're different, darling. Almond Blossom, the cat I took over from my sister Marion. Almond Blossom became psychically attached to me and knew my thoughts.
You're not the favourite after all.
Oh yes, you're your favourite. You're the favourite now. You're the current favourite.
Current. You hear that, Cadbury? You're the current favourite. Almond Blossom was more special than you, in other words.
Almond Blossom until 1978 was the current favourite. Cadbury from 2000, February 2000 to March at the moment 2014 is the current favourite and shall remain so until she slips off the 2010 I meant 2010 till she slips off the mortal coil. Yes, and we don't want that to happen for a very long time, darling. Yes, and
what was Almond Blossom?
Wonderful blessing for animals is they do not have a concept of their death.
Was Almond Blossom a long head or a
short head?
Smooth head cat. And she was like a tortoise shell, like
tortoise shelly. Although someone told us over the years that strictly only the males are tortoise shell. So, but it was tortoisey shelly. She had ginger, black, white all over. It was really nice. Really nice. We must have old photos somewhere. Although, what do you know? I do not have a photo here of Almond Blossom.
Marion's got any or Helen's got any?
I hope so.
What about her personality? Was she friendly cat?
Yes, and she'd sleep on the end of my bed. And
did she meow more than Cabby meows? Or?
No, I don't think I can't really remember her meowing. She must have, I suppose. But
she was a fussy little.
No, she wasn't fussy. No, she was a wonderful cat. She was.
I mean, affectionate, was she?
She's affectionate, yes.
Did she jump all over you?
Oh, I never spent anywhere near the amount of time with her that I do with Cadbury,
So
but
did you have her at the old house or at Murray Glen?
yeah, the old first house in Pinjarra, yes.
Did she go to Murray Glen or?
Yes, and she retired at Murray Glen, and that's when she was getting old and infirm and had epilepsy and was getting vision problems and so on, poor thing, and she died while I was in Queensland.
I remember you told me that.
She, for the last few years of her life, she began to, when I got sick, she got sick, and I didn't take any notice the first couple of times. Then it occurred to me, there's a pattern here, whenever I'd get ill, she'd get ill. Then in Queensland I got really ill for 3 days.
So how old was she when she died?
18.
18, that's a good age for a
And Mum sent me a letter some couple of weeks later or less saying bad news, Almond Blossom died, and she gave me the date she got sick and the date she died, and it was the day I felt sick, and the third day, the worst day of my sickness, she died. And I know that because she'd had this pattern for so long, and I was 4,000 miles away, but she knew. She knew. Or skeptics and materialists would poo-poo that. But that's their problem. They don't know what they're missing out on. They don't know what they're missing out on being materialists. Do they, Cadbury? Even Cadbury's not a materialist, and she doesn't have an eternal future, the poor little thing. But she's not even a materialist. Hey, darling. Yes, oh, you are just so beautiful. Look at this little belly and this little carry-on and this little sliding around. she often likes her to rub her head into my hand, to do whatever she can to rub her head in. Oh, she is a funny little chuckle, though. Is chook the right word? I don't see any feathers, is it, Nana? Is chook the right word?
Well, you're an old chook. So
Yeah, but I'm an old rooster, Jane. Thank you very much.
You're a chook.
No, I'm a rooster. There's enough. I've got enough runs on the board to prove that I'm an old rooster. And you can't deny that, can you? For the billions of viewers, Nana Lippmeyer's in the background mouthing, shut up, Pop, or whatever, because she's gone embarrassed. But she knows there's many runs on the road, on the board, runs on the board.
Lippmeyer lives in a fantasy world, Cadbury.
He doesn't.
I think him and his friend Kim live in fantasy
No,
world.
that's not true. That's not
Yes,
true,
it's
Cadbury.
true.
No, it's not. Oh, you're gorgeous, Cadbury. Look, they come no more gorgeous than you, my darling. Look at this little face, look at this little chin, look at this little nose, look at these little ears, look at this little...
Videos you make of her are so boring.
Oh,
It's just the same thing.
they're
just
not.
cuddling her all
No, that's what people love. Her billions of fans. Sure, there's 7 billion people in the world, and I've only got about 3 billion Cadbury fans, so half of them... Now, well, half of them aren't connected yet, so when they get connected, I'll have 7 billion...
Stop biting grandpa.
No, that's love play. That's love bite. When she bites, Nana Lippmeyer, she bites. Don't you, darling? And when she scratches, she scratches. None of that's happened this time. Has it, darling? No, it hasn't. Little one, look at that little face. Look at that little face, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Is that not bliss? You're not looking at bliss? Yes, you're looking at bliss. Oh, yes. And we do love our belly being scratched and loved and stroked, don't we, darling? We do love it. Yes, you practice your killing skills on me. I get this wrong every time I say hunting skills, but it's not the hunting. What she practices on me is the killing skills, because it's after that she's got the hunt, she's brought the wildebeest down, and then she's got to bite its neck, hold it with its claws, and hold her with the claws, and disembowel it with her back feet. She's got to do all of those things, so she practices. She is a miniature lion. This is exactly what they do. That's right. Get that, whatever it is, darling. We're 9 minutes 20. This is a long one, and this camera only lets me do 10 minutes. I've got the memory capacity for more, but it I don't know why, but it stops at 10 minutes. So, ladies and gentlemen, in 25 seconds, your masterpiece, make the most of it, because your masterpiece will be over. Yes, darling. And you're the reason they are masterpieces. Yes. A monkey could make a masterpiece by videoing you.
A monkey is.
Videoing you, darling, because you're everything. Well, we got 5 seconds, or here goes.
Little monkey.
I love you, Cadbury. Love you, Cadbury, darling.